Hello, I am Aislinn Hart, and today I will be discussing the relevant issue of e-cigarette use among adolescents. The first thing to know about the topic is the context surrounding it. E-cigarettes were first introduced in the early 2000s as a safer alternative to smoking cigarettes. However, due to the introduction of new flavors, targeted advertising, and the false claim of e-cigarettes being safe, there has been a steady rise of the use of these products in adolescents. Today, e-cigarettes are the most popular tobacco product among adolescents. However, due to their addictive nature, despite many adolescents wishing to quit, most fail to do so. In 2019, e-cigarette use among adolescents was at an all-time high. To combat the increasing use of tobacco products in young people, the United States raised the minimum purchasing age of tobacco products to 21. A lot of the additional policies and enforcement are the responsibility of the individual states. Additionally, individual states are required to demonstrate that retailers are complying with federal standards. However, weak federal oversight means that federal standards are not often enforced. Only 40 of the 50 states have increased the purchasing age of e-cigarettes to 21 from 18. 17 states do not have licensing requirements for e-cigarettes, and 20 states have no special tax added on to the purchase of vapes to act as a deterrent. Additionally, there are only a few states that have passed marketing restrictions on the advertisement of e-cigarettes. Studies have shown that the more adolescents spend on TikTok, the more likely they are to use e-cigarettes in regards to time. Additionally, seeing content that contains nicotine-related products or references is associated with e-cigarette use. Even though many social media platforms have attempted to place regulations on the advertisement of e-cigarettes and having them imposed, these regulations are often not well enforced. Tobacco imagery is common in many TV programs that are popular among young people and continues to be increasingly used in episodic programs. However, smoking cigarettes is more stigmatized, and this results in adolescents resorting to using e-cigarettes instead. As a result, the consequences of e-cigarette use is often downplayed and the use is normalized among young people. Ads on various platforms and in person target adolescents with their bright colors, wide variety of flavors, and cool flavor names. Additionally, many ads claim e-cigarettes to be less harmful than cigarettes, leading adolescents to make uneducated decisions. E-cigarettes are also designed to look discreet or like collectible figures, with increasingly interesting features, increasing appeal among young people. These are some media examples referencing the use of e-cigarettes. The first image shows Doja Cat, a famous rapper and singer, at the 2023 Met Gala using an e-cigarette on the red carpet. The second image shows an Instagram post from a page claiming to be a popular e-cigarette brand, Geek Bar. The image portrays two young people in a crowd enjoying themselves while displaying the brand's e-cigarettes in a fashion that would appeal to adolescents. The third image is a billboard for a brand of e-cigarettes called Alpha Bar that features bright colors and fun-looking vapes. The country of South Korea limits the age of using e-cigarettes to 19, though it is common for people to begin using tobacco products as early as 13. There is a high correlation of smoking cigarettes with the use of e-cigarettes, and use of e-cigarettes is most common in adolescents from the lower socioeconomic class. Smoking is common, and smoking is not as stigmatized in this country as it is in other countries, like the United States. In the country of New Zealand, disposable vapes are completely banned, and there are high penalties for selling e-cigarettes to anyone under the age of 18. Additionally, there are proximity restrictions for the opening of e-cigarette retailers near schools, though this is only 300 meters. Despite this, youth vaping rates continue to rise to high levels. In the United Kingdom, it is illegal to sell e-cigarettes to individuals under 18 years of age. Despite this, the use of e-cigarettes among adolescents has increased by 9 times in the past 2 years. In response to this, the United Kingdom implemented many new policies recently. This includes banning disposable vapes, creating limitations on flavors and packaging, and allotting over $30 million per year for the enforcement of the country's smoke-free initiative. In Canada in 2022, 14% of youth vaped in a 30-day period, and adolescent use of e-cigarettes continues to be a concern. It is illegal to sell or provide vaping products to anyone under 18, though some provinces raised it to 19 or 21. Additionally, there are many advertising and promotion regulations in place. These include making it illegal to promote a vaping product in public spaces, broadcast media, or online. The country of Argentina has had a complete ban on the marketing and sale of e-cigarettes since 2011 and has low levels of e-cigarette use amongst adolescents. Despite this, there has been an increase in e-cigarette use among adolescents in recent years. Additionally, since the ban is now poorly enforced, people can purchase e-cigarettes online, in kiosks, or in general stores. Internationally, age restrictions have become more common, though the enforcement of these policies is often lacking, which can be seen through the lack of federal oversight in the United States and the increase in vaping in Argentina. Additionally, considering the relative newness of this issue, as vapes weren't really a thing before the early 2000s, as countries see varying levels of success with their initiatives, countries may take inspiration from each other for their own policies. Also, considering most countries' minimum legal age purchasing is 18, many countries may follow in the United States' footsteps and raise it to 21. Overall, the influence and effects of e-cigarette use, especially as seen in adolescents, has affected countries worldwide in ways that still need to be addressed. Due to the widespread use of e-cigarettes among adolescents worldwide, there are many reasons why the United States has an obligation to act as a leader when it comes to addressing e-cigarette use. The first reason is due to the size of the population impacted in the United States. Over 1 million adolescents were reported to have vaped in 2023, which is a decrease from previous years. This means that there is a large flow of money dedicated to this, meaning that companies continue to see this issue as profitable for them, and it may be harder for governments to confront. The second reason is due to the media influence of the United States. A large amount of American media is consumed all around the world, meaning citizens of other countries are also falling victim to the normalization of American media. To confront this, there needs to be more federal oversight, especially in regards to advertising and promotion. A lot of the enforcement of regulations is up to the state and is currently very limited. So this is my reflection on this topic. After researching this project, I can recognize how changes made in the United States have decreased the rate of adolescents using e-cigarettes. However, this still continues to affect a large portion of adolescents and can be a gateway to using other illicit substances, as many use vapes as a way to use other illicit substances like marijuana. This is concerning because the lack of regulation for the e-cigarettes often finds their way into young hands and means increased risk for addiction and poor health outcomes. This is also concerning due to the United States' current issue with illegal substances like opioids and the poor mental health of young people, which contribute to this issue. And this is largely due to the long-lasting effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and its effects on mental health. In addition to focusing on advertising, the United States also needs to focus on preventative measures that target disparities that may make adolescents more susceptible to using e-cigarettes.